Good day, beautiful people. Can we talk about what brings us joy? What brings me joy this beautiful day? The sunshine, the birds singing, the sky blue as it wants to be. Those things bring me joy. It makes me feel happy. The sun rays do things for your attitude and your mood, just in case you didn't know that. So when you're feeling bad, gloomy, or down, go for a walk in the sun, or just sit out in it and let it kiss your skin. It is pleasurable. I'm telling you. You ever notice how when it's gloomy or the weather has been bad for weeks, for days, that it does something to your attitude? It changes your whole disposition. But once that sun comes out, woohoo, baby, I'm trying to tell you, what a joy. It just gives you joy and happiness. I also love serenity. Oh wow, that brother is just messing up my groove because he is blasting his music. See what I'm saying? It's like right on time. Serenity is very important. This is why I left Brooklyn. Brownsville, Brooklyn at that. All the noise. It's amazing this guy will be blasting his music. That's the stuff I don't miss. I cannot deal with people who have no type of consideration for other people. You know, when you have neighbors that just don't care, they just do whatever they want to do and they don't care who it bothers. It's amazing. Amazing. This is so timely. So the serenity that I get with being down here, and I go to the park and it's quiet and peaceful. Let me block him out a little bit so I can get away from him, because that's ridiculous. But in any case, as I was saying, serenity, peace and quiet. It is good for you because during the quiet times, you can hear from the Lord. He's got so much he wants to say to us if we just stop and listen. And we barely can do that when it's so noisy. It's too much confusion and happenings are going on around us. We can't concentrate and listen to that still small voice, because the voice is still and small. So we need quiet to hear from him. So serenity is another thing that makes me happy. And the beautiful weather, right? What else that makes Kenya happy? My family. I adore my family. And they don't have to be perfect for me to adore them. I'm not perfect either. And they still love me, so I'm blessed. So being with my family, we laugh loud and we laugh hard. I love that. I enjoy laughter. Laughter is good for the soul. Nobody lied about that one. Laughter is good for the soul. It lifts you up. You can forget about your cares and just laugh. Sometimes we laugh about silly stuff. I let my little girl come out and play, honey. She demands playtime and I give it to her. Go on, girl, play. Laughter is everything. You have to make your own joy and bring contentment to yourself. What else gives you pleasure, Kenya? It gives me pleasure to do nice things for other people. It gives me pleasure to do nice things for other people. We are here to serve one another. We serve God by serving one another. Somebody has a need, I love to supply it. If I can do it, why not? You know how many times somebody has helped me? You know, there was times when I was like, oh Lord, when am I getting my next dime? I remember I went to my mailbox, and it may not seem like much to y'all, but it was so much to me. I was really broke. I mean, really, really broke. And I remember going to the mailbox, and I opened up my mailbox and I got a card from a friend of mine who I used to go to a church with. And he had moved away. And I don't know what made him, but I do know what made him: the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit had him send me $20 bill. That $20 bill felt like $20 million to me, especially since I was not expecting him to do that. And I needed it. It was enough to get me to get a couple of meals with. So that was a blessing, honey. So when you give, the Lord is watching. It makes me feel good to give. We're talking about what brings me joy. It makes me feel good to give. And I know that the Lord is going to bless me for giving. The more you give, the more he gives to you. That's true. So these are the things that bring me joy. The laughter of a baby Anybody, actually. I love to hear people laughing. I don't have a clue as to what they're laughing at. I will bust out and start laughing too. Especially if it's a hearty laugh. That gives me pleasure. Little things give me joy. I don't need a whole lot of material things to bring me joy because I'm a minimalist. It's not a lot of things that I want that's going to keep me content. It's the people I surround myself with. It's the things that I look around and see. I count my blessings, you know, the ability to see, to walk, to hear, to dance, to laugh, to cry if you have to. Sometimes crying is good too. It relieves you from stress. You get some of the stress out. You let them tears flow. And to tell you the truth, I have not cried in a long time. I cried when I was in despair, when I felt empty, when I felt lack of peace, when I was just frustrated about my situation. I cried. And I'm not a crier. I don't cry all the time, but it was times where you just felt overwhelmed and you just can't help but cry. It's been such a long time since I felt like that. And I can attest to the fact that it is because I'm closer to the Lord that I don't cry like that anymore. I understand what's going on in the world more. I understand why we are in the position that we're in. I'm talking about us as a people. And when you have an understanding and knowledge of certain things, you can accept it more. And then the main knowledge that I have is that the Father is on my side. When I'm obedient, man, he answers my prayers. I mean, he never stopped blowing my mind. And I'm being honest with y'all. So I'm at a place of peace at 53. Before then, I got to this place, but I'm still growing. I'm still growing. I'm working on myself now. That's what brings me joy too. Accomplishing goals. I have to set some more goals for myself, but right now my main goal is to care for my body. I want to care for myself more. I stopped eating so many things, and that gives me joy to know that I can do it. You know, because a lot of times we think we can't do something, but we can do whatever we put our minds to. And all things are possible through Christ. So these are some of the things that bring me joy. I don't need a lot. I don't have to go on these crazy vacations and stuff, but I do like to go to the beach. I told you I love nature. I love looking up at the sky. I like to see the stars at night, the moon, the sun, beach water. I love it. Lakes, waterfalls, everything that God created before he even created us. I enjoy that stuff. And he did it for our enjoyment. He thought about us before we were even in existence. He made sure we had everything we need to remind us of him. And that's what I like about nature. It reminds me that there is a God. You people who don't believe in God, honey, ooh, I don't know what to say about y'all. I still love you, but I don't know what to say about y'all because of this beauty that we get to enjoy had to come from an all-wise, all-knowing God. And look at yourself. You are beautifully and fearfully made. Our bodies are so intricately constructed. It's got to be a higher being that created that. That brings me joy just knowing that he exists and that he dared to love me. My goodness. The joy of the Lord. The joy of the Lord. The police up here stopping folks. Let me turn this off, y'all. I love you all. Do things that bring you joy. I wanted to say this too. If you need stimulants, drugs, I'm talking about smoking weed, alcohol, whatever it is, some kind of chemical that you have to put in your body to feel alive or to escape your issues and stuff, you really need to spend time with the Lord to help you get through the rough times, because there is a breakthrough. We don't suffer forever. We have to put ourselves in position to be blessed. And a lot of times the things that we do take away our joy. So we have to learn to position ourselves to receive it. It took, a while for me to fully enjoy everything. And I believe that my knowledge helped me. It helped so much to know. Knowing is a great thing. It's good because you are now aware and you are positioned to live a better life because you have knowledge that's going to help you be more equipped to deal with things. And know that the Father loves you. Know that the Father loves you. Take joy in that. Take pleasure in that. Even when you mess up, he is rooting for you. He sent his son, his baby. Would you let your child die for you? I wouldn't let my child die for me. More or less this whole crazy world. No, sir. No, sir. So that's some kind of love. Take joy in that. Take pleasure in that. Okay, family? And whatever's hurting you, depressing you, talk to the Father about it and make some changes. Stop eating all that fattening, crazy foods. You know, those foods depress you. We don't think about that, but foods depress you. Lack of movement depresses you. Lack of sun depresses you. Staying around people that are messy and always gossiping, depression, anxiety. Stop worrying. Pray, pray, pray. Find your joy, family. Find your joy. And be glad. The Father is good. He has so much in store for us. He wants us to have so much. And we're lacking because we don't know how to find joy and rest in Him. All right, family. That's it for me today. I pray that you are blessed. And if you're feeling down, look up. If you're feeling down, look up. He is real. And He is present help. Peace, love, and blessings, family.